How are you going to inspire others if you don't have self-discipline? If you don't embrace self-discipline, how are you going to lead others or inspire others to take inspired action if your actions don't align with what you are telling them? It'll fall on deaf ears because you are not a living example of what you teach. So you have to embrace self-discipline if you are telling people they need to be disciplined in their lives. You have to have discipline over your food, sex, your opinion. If you can control those three areas of your disciplines, you can control and change other areas of your life as well. And that in turn is going to inspire others because they see you walking in your teaching. You are exemplifying your teaching. You see, I'm not going to come on here and teach about something that I'm not familiar with or I'm not living, because that'll be disingenuous to me, my brand, and what I believe. You see, so you have to embrace self-discipline if you want to inspire others to take inspired action. So let's start with food. You can't be teaching people to get in shape, to feel good about themselves, to gain clarity in their lives if you're not following a certain nutritional guideline. If you're not hands-on with your nutrition, if you just eating everything that you see in sight, if you have a seafood diet, how can you tell someone to live a certain life with their nutrition if you're not doing it? So you have to embrace your discipline. You have to tighten up your diet. Okay. And by you tightening up your diet, that's going to give you a certain result that you want. If you're working out, it's going to help you build muscle, lose body fat, whatever your goal may be. If you have control over your food, if you have control over what you put into your stomach, which is your second brain, if you have control over that, then people are going to see the results. And so what's going to happen is they're going to be inspired, and that's going to inspire them to take action. But first, you have to exemplify the teaching. You have to know what your macronutrient profile is for whatever your goal may be. You have to know what foods you can eat that won't cause fog in your second brain, which is going to clog up your first brain. And you have to know what foods to limit yourself to and limit yourself to so that you don't overindulge into activity that's going to just make you sick, tired, and slow. Okay? So once you have control over your food, everything else is going to be able to fall in line. So if you have control over your sex, which is by nature, we all want, we all need it, we all feel we want to perpetuate life. But just because we feel that we want to have sex, we don't always have to act on that act, because we don't have any control over our sexual desires, over our sexual appetite. You see, the most successful people in the world that we know of are highly sexed. But what separates them is they know how to take that energy, transmute it, and channel it into another venture. So instead of having sex and releasing when they want to, they'd probably rather have sex, hold their seed, and go venture off into something else that they can, basically impregnate. So like an idea, some work that they can do, some errands around the house that need to be done. Things like that, or whatever their purpose or mission is in life, by them holding back from their sexual desires, can give them the energy, can give them the mental fortitude, can give them the internal confidence that's needed because they're not leaking out any unnecessary energy. That's powerful in itself. If you look up a lot of fighters, or you look up a lot of people like Nikola Tesla, or even Shakespeare, or the most stoic guys, they'll let you know to control your sexual energy. If you have control over your sexual energy, man, let me tell you, you can control and build anything that you put your mind to. Because like I just said at the beginning, it's in our nature to have sex. It's in our nature to pursue. It's in our nature to perpetuate life. But if you have control over that, man, you have control over a great amount of yourself. Okay? And lastly, our opinion. All right? If we have control over our opinion, we won't say things that we don't need to say out loud to people that don't give a damn. Or it can come back and hurt us. It can stop our money. It can ruin relationships. It can do all of these fucking things that's ridiculous. And trust me, I believe it's ridiculous that we can't voice our opinion in today's society without some type of backlash, without some type of fear of losing opportunity. Think about all of the celebrities that speak out against certain things. They lose sponsorships, partnerships, relationships. Think about if you was to open your mouth on a situation that's happening where you are. Think about all of the people that's going to look at you weird. Think about all of the people that's going to say you are gossiping when you're really not. Think about all of the people that's going to, want to ruin your reputation because you are speaking an unrequested opinion. Okay, so sometimes it's best to keep our opinions to ourselves because it can ruin things that we have and what we can't see. So sometimes it's best to just keep our mouth shut and say, you know what, I'm not even going to speak on that. I'm going to let them do whatever they're going to do and let them see the result of their act. So it's important that man, woman control their food, sexual appetite, sexual appetite, and your opinion. If you can control those three things, the devil does not control you. Okay? You control yourself. And in turn, that's going to show that you embrace self-discipline and others are going to be inspired by that. And you're going to inspire them to take action and exemplify their teachings. You see, because you are exemplifying your teaching by your disciplines. Okay? So, again, guys, if you can control your food, your sex, and your opinion, you're on your way to embracing self-discipline. Remember, guys, I believe that mindset training, personal development, fitness, and nutrition are the three main pillars to living a better life. Let's get it!